It is 5:30 in the morning. I'm meeting the driver right now because we're going to the hot air balloons, which I am so excited for. It's like an hour ride over the pyramids. We get to have a nice ride and I'm gonna see the balloons blow up and then go for it. Then we get some, I think, sparkling wine afterwards. But I'm really, really excited. I do love a hot air balloon ride. And even though it's 5:30 in the morning, since it's actually like 11 a.m. in Barcelona, I feel so awake, so I don't really mind. I'm hoping it's not too cold. They did say to like bundle up, and all I really had was a jean jacket, but I do have my sweater that I wore from the airport, so hopefully that works. But yeah, I'm so excited. Behind me, so I'm ready to go. We're headed off to get on. I am so excited. It's a little bit cold, not gonna lie, but you can see like there's so many going up already around us, and the sky is nice and clear. So I think we're gonna have a really good flight. So let's go. Definitely. I'm bucket list item. We gotta do flying over pyramids. Look at this. Ah! Here's our balloons. Ah, I'm so excited. You can see all the other ones going up ahead of us. So amazing! It's so pretty.
Teotihuacan stretches out beneath us, a city frozen in time but still full of mystery. Built over 1,800 years ago, it was once one of the largest cities in the world, home to over 100,000 people at its peak. And yet, no one knows exactly who built it. The Aztecs discovered it centuries later, abandoned, and named it Teotihuacan, the place where gods were born. Looking at it from up here, it's easy to see why. The Pyramid of the Sun dominates the landscape, standing at over 200 feet tall. Its base is actually larger than Egypt's Great Pyramid, and it was built entirely by hand. No metal tools, no wheels, just thousands of workers moving volcanic rock. Some believe this pyramid was a spiritual energy center, aligned with the sun in ways that we're still trying to understand. Nearby, the Pyramid of the Moon sits at the end of the Avenue of the Dead, a road that once connected grand temples, palaces, and markets. This pyramid is smaller, but just as important. It was likely used for ceremonies including offerings to the god. Archaeologists have found tombs beneath it filled with human and animal remains, jade, and obsidian, hinting at rituals that we can only imagine. From up here, you get a glimpse of how massive and advanced the city really was. It had housing complexes, intricate drainage systems, and colorful murals that still survive today. Some researchers even believe its layout mirrors the cosmos, aligning with the stars and planets. Teotihuacan may be ancient, but it still holds onto its secrets. And as the sun rises over these pyramids, it feels like the past and present are blending together, reminding us just how much history is still waiting to be uncovered.
Back on the ground. Whoa. And the ride's over. That was amazing.
for landing, okay? Celebrate good flights.
So I'm excited to try some of the food. I have no idea what I'm eating. The first one's actually mac and cheese, which is a funny breakfast food. And then
Tengo dulce de guayaba con naranja, papaya con naranja y café también. ¿Sí? ¿Un té?
gracias.
Agüita de guayaba con naranja.
Alright, so I got some like, I want to say it's pork and vegetables. Absolutely delicious. Mexican food is so good. Enjoy a little breakfast. Well, just finished breakfast. It was really good. I think I showed you guys. It was a mix of like some mac and cheese thing, which was weird. Then some chips and some salsa and some beans and some other Mexican stuff, and it was delicious. And then they had this like little dessert section, and then I got this wafer, which was covered in like cinnamon sugar, and it was amazing. And there was like this yogurty apple, raisin apple thing I put on top of it. I don't know what I just consumed. It was absolutely amazing. Now having tea and chilling. We have like 20 more minutes, 10 minutes until we leave, and then back to Mexico City. But nice little breakfast, I have to say, after I finished the balloon ride. So gonna finish my tea and chill and enjoy the sunset. And yeah, great start to the day for a Friday. Well, I was very wrong on going back to Mexico City right now. Apparently we're going to see the actual temples for the next 2 hours, and I didn't think I'd book that part, but you know, we're not complaining by any means. And so we have 2 hours to walk around the area and see the 2 temples pyramids. And as you can see behind me, there is one right now. So there's the sun pyramid and the moon pyramid. I believe that is a sun one, but I'm not sure yet. I have to walk around into the entrance and see. But I will definitely say that the sun is beaming. It is so much warmer than it was this morning when it was absolutely freezing. But it's been really, really good so far. The breakfast was delicious, like I said, and then we did a little tour, tried some local tequila and some cactus juice. And now we are just walking, doing a little self-guided tour of the temples. So we get to see them. You can't climb anymore, which I actually don't think I would be climbing them in this sun. I think it'd be crazy and really hot and sweaty, but they're super freaking cool to look at, and I'm excited to walk around the grounds, see everything, and take you guys along. So let's go. So I was correct. This is actually the pyramid of the sun behind me, and they were saying that it was built, it's from like 200 BC, so it's extremely old. It's actually found by the Aztecs. It was built before them, but it is crazy, and you can see behind me like where the steps are, where you used to be able to walk up to the top. I think it was 248 steps, is that? Now they've closed it off, I think, since before COVID or right on COVID, and they never reopened it. But it is definitely really beautiful and large. I think it's the third largest pyramid in the world and one of the largest in South America, I believe, or Latin America. So it's definitely an incredible view, and crazy to think that they built this so long ago. And they were able to get these exact shapes correct. It's just wild to me, the abilities they had back then to do these things, but really, really cool. Now I climbed up these little stairs a little bit and get a better view of the pyramid behind me, and it is truly incredible. And like I said, it's wild to think how they built the stairs and everything up, and it's completely symmetrical. Like, it blows my mind just how they did it without the technology we have now and the labor machines we have. So it's totally just incredible. I mean, look at it. It's a pyramid of a sun. This one's the biggest one, I believe. And then we're gonna head on the Avenue of the Dead, which is the walkway between here and the Pyramid of the Moon. So really cool, but excited to go check out the next one. So we're on the Avenue of the Dead. I wonder if they call it the Avenue of Dead. As you can see, like straight ahead, there is the Pyramid of the Moon. And I honestly wonder if they call it the Avenue of the Dead because it is direct freaking sun. Like I can actually feel my shoulders burning. And I didn't realize it was going to be this hot. Like the message that they sent for the balloon ride was like bring warm clothes, which I did. Left out the hot part, and I probably should have had some sunblock on. So I might be a little crispy after today, but maybe it'd be a good base before I head to Belize next week. But we're walking out to the pyramid. But I have to say, there's all these little shops and cute places that sell the different kind of trinkets of the area. And one of the things that people are selling, and I heard this actually yesterday in Mexico City, and it completely scared the crap out of me. It's this little, like, they look like little demon head kind of things, and you blow into it and it sounds like a howler monkey, but it's like quite scary. And I don't, obviously it has some sort of historical meaning or purpose, but you'll just hear it randomly, like, and it's like this terrible, terrible noise. Like I said yesterday, it scared the crap out of me in the park. I don't know if you heard it behind me, that was that right there. But they are wild and I'm not, honestly not a fan. But I think I might partially melt on this little walk. And I did mention there's a guide you could have paid and walked around and did a bunch of tour stuff. But I do love a self-guided moment, and I've been reading stuff online. But in all the tours, at the end you can get a beer. So that means there has to be somewhere around here where I can get a cerveza. So hopefully we can find that relatively soon after the temples. But such a cool place. So now we're at that growler sound I'm telling you about. Now we're at the Pyramid of the Moon. And so this pyramid was actually used a lot of times in the plaza right here for animal and human sacrifices. So definitely very interesting. They said they found some tombs inside when it was discovered, a finished building and stuff. But very interesting, but it's super cool. You can see all the different kind of mini temples or pyramids that surround this whole avenue walkway, which is where we just came from, and back over to here. So super cool little area. Definitely pro tip number one of coming to Teotihuacan is definitely make sure you have a hat and some sunscreen if your shoulders are exposed. But I think it's only 11 a.m. so I think we're still semi-okay in terms of burning. I think if you came any later than now, you would absolutely fry. But it's amazing how close we can get to all of the temples. And it's crazy because as you can see, like the pyramid was actually built in 3 stages. So that's how they figured it out, because there was animal and human sacrifices for each stage being completed, they found. But that would obviously be the first stage, and then behind it would be stage 2, and then up top would be stage 3. So quite interesting. History is definitely amazing. I have to talk about this balloon ride, guys. That was one of the most incredible experiences I've had in a long time. I mean, obviously, I had our balloon ride is amazing in itself, but doing it at sunrise over the pyramids with all the balloons in the air around you, it is just freaking magical. If you are coming to Mexico City, this is something you have to add to your list. It is so worth the price. It's about 130 to 150 per person. Literally so worth it. I booked through Get Your Guide, so I'll put the link down below for you guys for the one that I did. They were incredible. I had such a good experience. That morning sunrise balloon ride will definitely be something I remember forever. Like, those videos and pictures are incredible. The memories in my brain are incredible. Hands down a must do if you come to Mexico City.